Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday to you, wherever you are. Today, I missed last week. I apologise. I have intended to come on every week to video and put something up for you, but it was a bit of a hectic week last week for me, so here we are today. Anyway, following on, which is my intention with these videos and building our way along, today I would like to move on to a really important energetic subject and tool for us all to be utilizing and using absolutely right now and into the future, is that of cutting ties. Now, I know many people do cut ties. I will be doing the next video in taking you through the process that I have been trained to do with Archangel Michael, which is a very high energy cutting ties and working across all timelines. But today in this video, I just want to discuss the importance of our need to be cutting ties and what that's about, and to allay some anxieties for some people and the questions that I know I've been asked about cutting ties over the years. So the first thing I do want to say, and the most common question or unspoken question at times with clients in the chair when I bring this up for them, is the fear that when we cut ties, we are cutting away people from our lives. Okay, now let's throw that one out with the bathwater. That is not what cutting ties is about. It is not cutting people away from your life. It is not cutting you away from people's lives. It is not cutting away love ever. Okay, when we work energetically and at the highest level, we are never ever cutting away the PowerPoint that is love. In fact, we are promoting love in cutting our ties. Okay, remember, spirit's paradoxical. So what you think in human state you may be doing, you're in fact doing the opposite at the highest energetic point of light that you are. So what does it mean? Why do we need to cut our ties? First and foremost, again, we have to always come back to the point that we are energetic beings. Now, when we truly understand that and we start stepping out of our physicality and our humanness, so to speak, which is a very important part of our journey, obviously, but energetically is who we are first and foremost. So we have these incredible quantum fields of light that we are. So our aura is way around us. And in old measurements, you could say it was up to 20 feet, and whatever that is in meters, because I'm not very good at equating meters to feet, but it's many meters around us. And that's each one of us, regardless. Okay. Now, obviously, the more empowered you are, the more light you hold, the greater your aura. Okay, and the more palpable and tangible that is to people that surround you. And obviously, when your energies are diminished, they're flat, they're low, that aura reduces in size. But if you can perceive how big that aura is around you, regardless of how you're feeling in any moment, it's large. And every single soul on this planet and everyone you're engaging with has exactly the same sized aura, approximate. You are intermingling and you are merging within so many energies every moment of every day. That's just the way it is. So again, if we're not conscious beings who are looking at our energies and who are maintaining our energy fields and raising them, transmuting, transfiguring, then we're impacting and we're actually merging and enmeshing with many unseen energies. Now, energies, as you know, they impact us. So we don't know, and this is firstly at the conscious level, we don't know who and what energies we're absorbing, we're taking on, we're picking up. Then we have the subconscious and the unconscious levels of energy in play that are also contributing to our quantum state and how we eventually feel. So for me, cutting ties and all these energetic tools that I'm building you up through in these initial videos is to literally do that, build your field. Keep reminding you to become conscious, to become vigilant to the self, and also it's the want to and the will to improve yourself. Because as we improve our energies, we improve our whole greater being, our mental state, our emotional state, and our physical state, and our grand etheric state. So we're doing ourselves another self-love, self-care service, which is what these tools are all about. So how do we know when we're impacted? Now, I think the greatest way of knowing, as an example of how energies impact you, to become conscious again is if you're waking up and you're feeling really good one day and you get up thinking, wow, this is great. I feel great. I feel like I'm energized. I've got all the good oil happening and I'm feeling happy and don't know why, but it's a great day. So you go out, you might go to work, you might meet someone, it might be the family at home, however that be for your phone call, whatever. But all of a sudden you're with someone who might be just needing to tell you their story. They're not such a positive state. They're a bit negative, that, you know, they're telling you maybe doom and gloom stories. It might be minor stories, but you're sharing this interaction of energy. Now, the unconscious being doesn't realize that they are actually, there's always an exchange of energy, that high energy will take on low energy. It will take it on automatically to try and raise it, to transmute it, to, you know, increase the vibrational capacity, to increase the frequency of it. So this is happening again at an unconscious level. So which is why often we can be with someone and we get, and many of us are good empaths and ears for other people, we attract them, that we get told story after story, we hear their woes, their dooms, their glooms, and then at the end of that moment, they will usually go, oh, thank you so much, I feel so much better, because they've released into your field. But at the same time, you, unless you have been very conscious and you are maintaining your space, you have allowed your energy to be taken away by them, which is why they feel better twofold. And you often come away feeling like you just got hit by a Mack truck and you feel weighted. You feel like, oh my God, what just took place? Wow, I felt good. Now I feel really heavy. You've simply just had an exchange of energy. You've allowed yours to be taken and you've taken on theirs, which is again the exchange. Does that mean, oh, I can't listen to people if I'm cutting them away, or if I'm doing work to stop myself listening to people or helping them? No, that's not it at all. What this is about is empowering you to be conscious, to maintain your energies that support you and you alone, because you are not here to support someone else's energies. Let's get that straight. One of the golden rules of a true healer in medicine, woman, man, is that we are to be fully conscious of our frequencies, and the soul and souls, whoever we come across or work with, their souls are just as magnificent and capable as us and our capacity to hold frequency. And we are not meant to, nor is it in divine law, that we are meant to give our energies to somebody else or to heal somebody else because we feel they can't do that. That's ego in play. That's arrogance, actually, from an ego perspective, and it is not divine. So your greatest gift to somebody, to help them heal, to empower them on their journey, is always to hand their energies back. Because a true heart-light being knows you have the capacity and the power to heal, to grow, to learn and gain wisdom for yourself. In truth, you don't need anybody nor anything, nor do I or you. And our aim is to always empower them, support them, guide them, lead them, nurture them to their truths. And sometimes do we need to let them fall? Yes, we do. And that's love. Believe it or not, that is love. That's grace. Because in that state, we're saying, I know you can do this, and I'm going to let you find your feet so that you can discover for yourself how you can raise yourself, how you can rise and stand again, and that you don't need me, but absolutely I'm right beside you with love to assist you and help you. That is a loving, graceful, energetic thing to do for all. Okay, so just to keep that in mind. So with that in mind, it is absolutely important again to release these frequencies that we may have been doing things for others, okay? And many of us are helpers that are spiritual beings. We've been carrying archetypes of the helper, the healer, the doer, the mother, all those energies that, oh, we have to, we must. Excuse me. No, we don't. This is rising out of our old patterns to continue to empower, okay? And even as a mother, the greatest gift, and I've taught many, and I do this for myself, I don't just speak the words, I am the words, is that I have taught and said to my children exactly what I've just said. I'm going to let you fall, but I will always be here to support you and guide you. And I can tell you now, even my youngest is now turning 16 soon. She's the last one to have come to have said to me over time, and the other two are quite much older, but they have all individually said, I get what you mean now, Mum, when they've fallen. And they've all gone down some pretty dark holes at times. But at the same time, I've seen the light that they've gained. I've seen the wisdom that they've achieved in their own remembrance patterns and ways of being. And again, there's no greater gift, I feel, than we can offer our children. Their incredible abilities to maintain themselves and to know and trust themselves, that they can do anything as it's time, and know when to call, but that they have got the ability to rise. And I think that's a fantastic space and gift to give them. So in saying that too, I also taught my kids how to cut ties from a very early age. And for the mums out there, I used to teach my kids when they were probably about 8 or 9, you know, when they're ready, but always taught them the energy skills as I learned them, that I thought were appropriate for them to understand. But the first thing I ever taught my eldest was, one day she was really having a go at me, having a little tantrum. And a lot of what she was saying was spot on. And I heard that and I accepted that. I looked in that mirror. But some of it was not okay, and it can be very projected, as we know. So I allowed her to have her tap dance and song in the kitchen. This was a long time ago. And at that point, I said to her, this is not okay. I don't accept what you're saying to me. I'm sorry. That's not my issue. I haven't done that, and that's not mine for me to hold. It's not my energy. So I need to hand you back this energy now, and you need to do something with this. And she looked at me and just went, no. And this is again how our egos will play, and they'll be underneath us and we don't even realize they're playing through. And she said, I don't want them. You have them. And I said, but they're not mine. They're yours. So I'm keeping what's mine, but I'm handing you back what's yours. And she got really angry with me. And I said, and this is where we use the blue ray. Okay, the blue ray is our cutting cord ray, and Archangel Michael is on the blue ray as his beloved Faith, his twin. But, and she knew about Archangel Michael. And I said to her, right, this is your energy. It's a blue ball. And I'm now handing you back the energy. And I said, here it comes. And I threw this imaginary blue ball. And she caught it. This is what was amazing. She caught it. She looked at it and she hurled it straight back at me. And I said, it's not mine, love. Have it back. And we did this to, fro. And it was really quite amusing, but I was trying not to laugh. Until finally, I don't know how many throws we took, and I kept handing it back and handing it back. Said, it's not mine, it's yours. And she finally took it and she snatched it and she looked at me and she just went, oh, and she turned on her heels and she went off to her bedroom. This was all before school this morning. She's only in primary school. And she went into her bedroom, and then I cut my ties, okay, which I'll explain shortly. But I cut my ties to her, and then and I just ignored it. I didn't buy into it. I wasn't thinking how she was. I wasn't worried about her. I knew this was a great teaching. So then in about 5-10 minutes, she had to go to school. She came back out and she said to me, right, well, I'm sorry for that. I apologize for my words. I'm sorry if I said the wrong thing, and I'm going to school now. And I said, that's okay, let's go. And off we toddled. And I never said another word, and I just loved her. And then, you know, after that, they forget, she moved on. But the important thing was, and I've done that with all of them, is to begin to allow people to understand about energy, to begin to teach them that the projection of their anger, of their thoughts, of their non-truths is not okay to thrust upon another. And the same goes for us. We're not doing it to others as we become more and more conscious. But it was a great tool that I know my kids cut ties to this day. They understand about cutting ties. They sometimes forget, naturally, as we all do. But it's a process that I think is so important to start as soon as we can with our young, but certainly as soon as we become conscious, we must start doing it. So as I said, you know, even for my middle daughter and all my kids, again, they're very sponge-like, empathic energy little souls. And so all three of them have been listeners. They've been people that will take on stuff. Not so much my middle daughter. She wasn't the listener, the people that, you know, the kids went to talk to. The first and third one are. But they understood about how they felt and how things went okay, and they got their cutting of ties, and they learned how they might be taking other people's stuff on and how and when to cut ties. But Gab, my middle one, was an interesting one because she's a very indigo child. So she was very a systems buster. She came here to break down molds and shatter systems in health and education in particular. She challenged people by the strength of her light. She brought the worst up in people because her light showed on their shadow. And she took on a lot of people's anger. So she would come home very angry. And it took a little while for me to understand this. But again, she was about that 7 or 8 years of age when she would come home so angry, and she'd be taking it out on me or her elder sister, or it might be a little play friend that came with her. And then I realized that, again, the energy that she, as her soul, was choosing to assist, she was taking on much of the anger of adults and kids in her environment. And she would bring that home because she didn't understand how to diffuse it, to transmute it, or transfigure it. So at her level, I had to explain to her why she was angry and what she was doing, and did this feel right to her, these words and these thoughts that I was telling her. And she agreed. So at her age then, I taught her how to hand back the energies then. The kids that I see now, I do the same. And tell them how to, again, look after themselves with the violet flame, their superhero capes, I call it, building up their field. But again, for all of us, regardless, this cutting of ties technique is paramount. Now, at the end of every day, if we can cut the cords to the day, we have a clear, beautiful night's sleep, and we wake up clear-ish in the morning as well. I know we forget, I know we fall asleep, but again, it's our intention. So we can just even intend with Archangel Michael at night, can you assist me if you need? But I never say to Archangel Michael ever, do this for me. Can you cut my ties for me? Can you support me? Can you protect me? Can you do this? I personally don't choose those words because, again, that for me is giving my power away. That for me is saying I can't do this, and that is not truth to me. So when I request or when I intend anything with Archangel Michael, it is always a mutual request. Usually it's me, but I'm always asking him and or Faith and the blue lightning angels to come to assist me, to work with me, to guide me, whatever my intention is at the time. So that way I'm saying I can do this, but I might like you to help me, okay? So that's amplifying my work. So your words are really important. Your power is extremely important, because this energetic cutting of ties is about your power, and Archangel Michael is all about reclaiming your power. That is what the blue ray is about. It is about your voice, your words, your choice, your integrity, your truth, your honesty, and your true authentic power. And ultimately, this is about the throat chakra, your choice in what you choose and intend, and about ultimately thy will be done, not mine, which is all about surrender. So that's what this cutting of ties is about as well. You're surrendering to the highest point of light, that all is divine and all will be in divine accord. Okay, so who do we cut ties with? Everybody. No one's exempt, I can tell you. Yes, you can cut cords with your children. Absolutely, you must, as I've just said. You cut ties with your partners. Absolutely. Your immediate family. Absolutely. Your best friend. Absolutely. All your friends. Absolutely. Your colleagues, your workmates, the unknowns. Everybody is to be cut cords with, okay? Why? Because it's not that we don't love them. It's not that we're angry with them. Okay, it can be just even visitors coming to your house. We don't know all their energies unless you're extremely conscious and fifth dimensional and you have great transparency and ability to see with your skill set. You don't know all the timelines, all the energies that each soul brings in and what's taking place at conscious, subconscious and unconscious levels. So we can only work with conscious, and obviously those that affect you, they're the ones that we need to do first. Now, our partners and our immediate family and our children are the ones that we start with, because they are usually our greatest karmic players and teachers. So we usually have many ties and energy patterns to cease and desist from and with, so that we can be clear and assist them in our pulling out of the game, the lower game, so to speak. We allow them to be clearer and in their time and their opportunity to expand and awaken as well. But as I said, this is about us first. And when we're clear and our vessel is flowing and full, we are able to assist all. So this is why it's important, and clarity, absolute. So we start with our family. As I said, daily, absolutely, if you can, but certainly if you know there's been an argument, if there's been issues in the house, if you have problems with your direct family, you then choose with your intention to cut a tie. Okay, so I will take you through a process, as I said in the next video, but what we're doing is we are intending to go within, and you may or may not do this easily, okay, but you can do it, just to sit still when you get that moment, pull away, detach from the game, detach from the energetic moment of combustion and implosion, if that's what's happening, or even if it's minor, and to go and just sit and to feel. How do you feel? What's being triggered within you? Okay, look at those first. Start your violet flaming immediately. Begin to start to transmute the frequencies that are rising. So there's less to cut, so to speak, okay? Because you could be sitting there for days on end, I can tell you. And I can tell you that it could be a lineup of hundreds waiting to be cut. It's amazing. And it's amazing who comes forth to be cut. So don't be shocked. Don't judge ever, because this is at the highest level. You're freeing yourself from old patterns of destruction, okay? And energies that no longer serve you. So sit with that and then just be. Breathe in the flame, breathe in love, breathe in light. Do whatever you do to just center yourself again, and breathing is the fastest, quickest, wondrous way to center to the heart. And then you may choose to call in Archangel Michael to assist you, or Faith, or the blue lightning angels. You may simply call on the blue ray of truth, which is what this is about. Truth is love, love is truth. Okay, so to sit and to feel what's actually taking place, and then take yourself out. Take yourself out of the scene of what's happened as best you can, and imagine you're looking through a window just to see, to get some clarity to begin with, what's yours first. Pull back your energies, own what's your stuff, own where you know you were less than in love. You may have been negative, you may have judged, you may have had your arrogance, you may have, shot someone down. Own your stuff first. Transmute that through love and the violet flame. Okay, then know who the main key players are here. There's usually one or two that you may need to start with. So just picture that person, feel them. Okay, let's do it now. We might not have another video. Let's just do it now. Okay, so while you're sitting, I want you to just picture yourself, close your eyes, and I want you to feel, and you're in that beautiful violet flame. Allow it, and now see it like it's really spinning like a twister, a real hurricane. Let's speed up this violet flame now. We need to start to see it spinning now. This is important with the energies that are coming in and the darkness that's rising. We need to really be spinning our violet. And I have chosen to spin it at 144 revolutions per second, which is the rate our soul spins. And I'm sure it spins faster than that anyway. But that's my intention. So with that, you may even see now debris flying out of you, okay? You may see cloaks and heavy burdens, baskets, cords, whatever hanging off you. Pull everything off, take everything off that you see. Let them, just throw them to the violet and watch them dissolve straight away. Heavy hats, caps, chains, shackles, whatever you feel, see. Judge nothing, just take it all away. Now you may see hooks within you, okay, like hockey straps, hooks that may be stuck in you. You can effortlessly pull them out. And now, before you do that, or you may be doing it, call to Archangel Michael if that feels right. And he hands to you a sword of blue flame, of blue light. Into your left hand, your divine feminine, your true power hand. And you hold it. And you feel the strength returning to you. You may even feel different. You may feel a surge of energy, a pulsation, a thrill, heat. Allow. But he is with you. If you can or can't see him, he's there. And you may call to beloved Faith too, up to you. No wrong or right. But with these hooks, pull them out. You may cut them free with the sword of blue, the laser light of blue. However you see it, it's there, it's active. Trust in it. Remember it. But as you pull them out, let them go, and they just fly back. You don't know where they're going. They're going way out into the ether. You don't know who they belong to, and you don't need to know who they belong to. But you've allowed them into your body, your field. Let them go. And at the same time now, you'll see cords coming out of you from all the chakras and all different cells in your body, head to toe, that you've allowed your energies to be engaged in way beyond, in the past, still old stories, to old wounds, to old angers, to old frustrations, to people that you have energies and stuff still engaged with. Pull them all back. Bring all your energies home to where they're needed within you. And it's effortless, it's easy. Bring them all back home and they're like, they fly in. And then reboot the flame again of violet to clear, and just see any debris come out. Just watch them spark off. Let them go. Darkness doesn't matter. And let them be. And now, beloved Michael will say to you, are you ready to take back your true power? And if so, he now asks you to see you are standing in the center of a blue fire, a blue crystalline light, a blue flame. However it appears again, it is blue. Beautiful blue. And there will be another circle of fire, of blue, appear before you or beside you. They are not to touch, but they are present. It's there before you. And into that circle will appear a being that you know. It may be the thought or a name of a person that you know. Allow. Don't try, just allow. The right one will present. Again, no judgment. And I want you to say in your mind to that being, call them by their name, and state, with my love and my light, I am handing you back your energies. They are your responsibility. They are not mine. And I am taking back mine also. I am now cutting you loose and setting me free on the ancient, the past, the present, the future, and across all timelines of consciousness now that I am. Now, between you and this being, you will see cords, ropes, cobwebs, roots, trunks, tree trunks, whatever you see. Again, no judgment. Just feel it, see it. And with your sword of fire, of laser blue light in your left hand, cut, hack, wield, whatever you've got to do. Keep cutting head to toe. They may try to re-engage again. This is old energies you're cutting away. And this other being doesn't know, so they're trying hard to connect because the dynamics of energy will change between you. But cut. And if you need help, you call to Archangel Michael to assist you. He's willing and ready. And you cut and cut and cut with love. You never withdraw your love ever. And when all is clear and done and you are free, that being and circle will disappear from you. And then another circle will appear empty. Again, not touching. And another being will appear before you. Again, call them by name and state, with my love and my light, I am handing you back your energies. They are your responsibility, not mine. I am now taking back mine, and I am cutting you loose on the ancient, the past, the present, the future, and across all timelines of consciousness. And I am setting me free. And again, look for the cords, the ropes, the cobwebs, cut, wield, hack, whatever you need to do. Keep going until all is free. And they disappear from you. Ask for help if needed. Ask and you shall always receive. You may see others, so be it. You may come back at another time. But just come back And as you're coming back, intend your violet again to clear off any old debris and little bits that you may have missed. And intend again now that you are in the light of source, however that be. It may be that you get into your geometry, your star, you see the sun blazing down, you anchor with the golden ray, the platinum ray, the rose gold ray. Again, up to you how you do it. Anchor into the earth mother, ground in. Seal yourself off. Complete the frequencies. And now I'd like you to just check your aura. And you'll see well around you now a circle. Let it come into view. It may look like a sphere. But check now that your aura is fully sealed. And if it's not, if it's frail, if it's broken, you can now reseal it. And you may use the blue light. You can use any ray of light. But the blue is usually the one that you'll see, and your aura usually you'll see as blue also. And reinstate, reinforce it so that you know you are secure and there are no holes for others' energy to engage you. And then just come back as you're ready. Back to now. And just that simple process, you should start to feel a lot lighter. You should feel much clearer. Your head should feel freer. Your whole body should feel freer. It's very quick and it's instant. It's very powerful. And this is what we ask you to do. And I say we, the collective we, to do every day if you can, or as often as you can, or as soon as you are conscious to do it again. Your intention is everything. Okay. So with that, again, watch how you feel. Watch what negative feelings, watch ego that comes up to trying to pull you back down. This isn't a good place to be. This is a bad thing to do. No, okay, it's not. This is empowering you. Now, the other thing that I do want to say at this point too is the word protection, okay, because often the blue ray Archangel Michael is utilized in the word protection. Protect our field, protect ourselves, you know, use the flame to protect. Now, I hear those words, and I too have used that word. The only fine line I just wish to put out there in a consciousness state now is when we're using any tools of energy, our intention, as I said, is paramount. So if we're saying, I want this to protect me, I want this cutting ties to protect me, I want to employ the blue flame around me to protect me, we can. But again, it's me, you do what you feel. I tend to choose to use the words to maintain me, to maintain my field, to maintain my frequencies, to maintain my sacred space, to maintain my sovereignty and my power. Because maintaining that is meaning I'm in charge and I'm empowered, I know what I'm doing, and I'm making choices. Sometimes there's that fine line, again, like earlier, in protecting me. Will you come to protect me? Will this protect me? Just watch that very fine thin line of, I don't think I can do this myself, so I'm using this tool to protect me. That's, again, giving away your power. So it's okay to say, come forth and guard me and protect me, and we stand as one. And again, you can use your words to use the protection, but in an empowering way. So watch how you may have been using it. Watch how you may use it to always try to use it to empower you, not to disempower you. And I just wanted to finish on that note today. And I'm open to any questions. As I always say, please drop me a hint. Let me know how you're finding these videos, if they're helpful or not. I know I'm reaching overseas and that excites me. Thank you, and thank you for the comments that I'm getting. And I don't think I want to add anything else to that today. If anything, I'd like you just to try the technique I've offered you. Sit with it, what you think. You can contact me through my Facebook page, Love, Light and Alchemy, or through the website, mareelapret.com, or via YouTube on this upload later on today. Anyway, see how you go with that. This is combining now your violet flame and your blue ray. And then the next tool possibly might be a meditation of all the skills that I may take you through in the full capacity of maintaining your true energetic being. And we might expand that into a 5D meditation now, which I would love to do next. Anyway, with that in mind, I hope you have a great day. Bring on the Blu-ray, call to Archangel Michael. He's so willing, so there, so is Faith, all the blue lightning angels. Call on them wherever you go. Surround your home, surround your cars, surround yourself, surround everything. Get these flames as like your everyday go-to. They're just part of you, that you don't travel without any of them, and they just make such an incredible impact to your world and life and health. I can't state this more emphatically. I live by these tools. I breathe these tools. I am these tools. And they really, really work. So if you want shift in your life, if you want the clarity, if you want change, you have to try these tools to gain the wisdom of such. Just reading about them really doesn't make much difference for you. I'll be honest about that. Anyway, see how you go. As I said, have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.